Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us what your second period class was?
Miss Ryan.
Miss Ryan? And while you, I guess on September 4th, was that a day where you got a new seat? So the first day of like a new seating chart? Okay. I'm going to bring up that seating chart. And if you could just, I think we're going to have a circle around where you were sitting. If you could just tell us if that is where you remember you were sitting on that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on September 4th, while you were sitting in class, did someone come to the door who was not supposed to be there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me what first drew your attention to him?
The banging of him opening the door.
Okay. So when he opened the door, there was a banging noise.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you recognize him?
No, I didn't.
Had you ever seen him before?
No.
What do you remember about him?
On that day?
On that day, yes.
I remember black clothes is all I remember seeing him.
Do you remember what he had with him?
A gun.
And what did he do?
He shot it in our class.
And if at any point you need a break, just let me know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So he shot. What did you do when he started shooting?
I got to the ground.
You got to the ground. Did you get to the ground right where you were seated?
I think so. My vision went out, so I'm not sure where I got down, but I know I did.
At some point, did you kind of regain your vision?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you remember about when he finally left?
I remember getting up and talking to my teacher and the police officers saying to put our hands up.
Okay. Before you talked to, or before the police officers got there, can you tell me what you remember about what was going on inside the classroom?
I remember there was a lot of yelling and screaming and blood and people on the phone with their parents or whoever they were on the phone with.
You say there was a lot of yelling. What were people yelling?
Help me, I've been shot, I'm gonna die.
And were you afraid that day?
I was.
And you said that a lot of people were calling their parents. Were you able to call anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
And who did you call?
I called my mom.
And what did you tell her?
I told her that I was gonna die.
And when you eventually moved from the floor, do you remember where you went in the classroom?
I don't remember.
And do you remember who you ended up next to or who you were talking to?
I was next to my friend Jalen. And
you say Jalen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And anyone else?
I think I was next to Miss Ryan and Nautica as well.
And what were you trying to do at that time to try to help?
I was trying to move the smart board in front of the door, but I couldn't get it there, and I was asking Miss Ryan if she needed help.
And at that point, did you know whether or not the shooter was in custody?
I didn't know.
Were y'all still concerned that he might come back?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that why you wanted to put the smart board in front of the door?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, you said when law enforcement arrived, they told you to put up your hands?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened after that?
We walked out of the classroom and went to a little field before we went to the actual football field.
And when you went to the football field, what was the purpose of going to the football field?
Maybe to get everybody together and to make sure people were out of the building.
Eventually, were parents allowed to come to the field?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did a lot of parents show up?
Yes, ma'am.
Was your mom able to get there?
My mom was not. She was out of town, but my uncle did come and get me.
And can you tell us what the scene was like on the football field when the parents and everybody were there?
It was crowded and a lot of crying.
Were you, you mentioned that you walked out of the classroom. Were you one of the first students out, or were you one of the last students out?
I think I was in the middle.
Okay. Did anything happen as you were leaving?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, since September 4th, have you been to counseling?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you kind of talk to us about how that day has affected you?
It's affected me a lot mentally. I haven't really been able to sleep at night sometimes.
You said you haven't been able to sleep at night?
Yes, ma'am. And I often have really bad thoughts relating to that and other things.
And kind of tell me what you mean by really bad thoughts.
That it's going to happen again, and that this time I'm going to die because I was supposed to the first time.
Because, I'm sorry?
Because I was supposed to the first time.
And what do you mean by you were supposed to the first time?
Because he came in my class, and I feel like none of us should have, had survived.
And have you had any sort of anxiety or panic attacks because of this?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about those?
Well, my panic attacks, they normally come when I'm in school, and I keep thinking and thinking, and then they come, and it's hard to breathe during this.
Is there anything that you have to do in order to kind of be able to breathe?
I do box breathing. My therapist has helped me with that.
Okay. And would you call it box breathing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that triggers these panic attacks or the bad thoughts?
The sound of shoes scuffing on the ground. It reminds me of people running, and loud noises are triggering, very triggering.
Is the scuffing something that you remember from September 4th?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any further questions, Hayden. Do y'all have any questions for her?
Cross, no questions here. All right. Thank you.